And then,
Get down.
a puppy's bad habits put two children at risk.
Hey, Whisk!
It got me to think about what damage he could do to my kids.
It's bad.
Hey! He usually bites us, jumps on us.
Can Cesar stop him before he gets worse?
He's biting, and it's going to become way stronger to the point that they're not going to stop him.
This is Cesar 911.
The next day, the Chavez family joins Cesar at the Dog Psychology Center to learn more about Vizslas.
I want to show you how a Vizsla looks like when he's under control. Look at that spin! Look at this spin! I love you. I look like Wiz. I know. You're surrounded, and we get you like a Vizsla shot. Look how much she loves them. Yeah, she loves them. Today, I brought some specially trained Vizslas, show dogs actually, for Leonardo and Rocio to see. Some are obedience trained and others are agility trained. These are well-adjusted Vizslas, but the point I want to get across to them is the more you challenge a Vizsla, the better it is for them. So this is an obstacle course, right? And that's the challenge. Now you're telling a dog, go through a tunnel, go through a pyramid, go through these little tubes. So I want you guys to come in. Agility is a great way for dog owners to drain their excited dog's mental and physical energy. It's going to be very important for Whiskey to follow Rocio through a structured environment. So watch how we actually work as a team. Okay. There you go. Here, let him settle down here in the middle. So don't go to that step until the brain settles. Let him master step 1, step 2. That's step 3. All right, that's right. Right now, Whiskey is protesting against the obstacle in front of him, and he's hoping by saying no, I'll let him quit. But I need him to finish the exercise so he understands that no is not an option. We can't quit because he's going to say no in other areas, right? So, yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. Now you do it.
What was that? I was a bit scared at first because he told me, you're going to do that with the whiskey now. And I thought, I've never done that before. I mean, that's impossible.
So that's why I did it, so you can see how I deal with that. Because you're talking to Whiskey. I'm not talking to Whiskey. I'm just talking to an excited brain. When they're misbehaving, it's not the name who's misbehaving. It's just the brain dealing with the situation. So you go to emotional, I go to instinct. Go for it. You can do the baby one. There you go. Let's do it again. Right. Let's do it again. That's good. This celebration is for you, Rocio.
Yay.
Well, but your handling skills are getting better.
I had never seen Rocio do anything like that before. I was really proud of her.
Whiskey challenged me a lot, but as the owner, you have to keep with it. Don't give up. And it worked.
Come on, Rocio.
Okay.
The teeter-totter is literally a baby step for Rocio. I won't let her quit until she masters the rest of the agility course.
Okay. Keep that momentum. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You got this. There you go. Now go run to the tunnel. Come on, tunnel. Duck his head when you do that.
Seeing Whiskey going through the agility test made us very proud. But the best part of today was seeing Rocio's face and then happiness. It was a good feeling.
Good job, Whiskey. Wowza. And sit.
Good job, mommy. Good job, mommy.
You did it. Okay, let's do that. Rocio's work on the agility course shows that persistence worked with this puppy, but he also needs an everyday outlet for his energy. And Rocio hasn't even been able to walk him before now. I want to translate what she learned today to her own sidewalk.
The next day,
Shoulders up, heads up. I'm not looking at the ground. I'm not looking at the dog.
Cesar returns to the Chavez family home to help Rocio establish a daily routine with whiskey.
So here, see how I deal when he's getting excited? There you go. Look, I want you to be. So here, I'm never going to answer to him if he's pulling. This is good. Look. Rocio needs to start a daily ritual with whiskey that will give him exercise and reinforce who's in charge in this household. Go ahead, Rocio.
When Cesar gave me the leash to walk Whiskey, I was a bit scared. I've never been able to walk Whiskey without him going crazy. I've not been able to handle him.
Just step at your pace a little bit more. You feel your hesitation? Okay. He's walking in front of you.
Right? Not back?
Yeah, not back.
Okay.
Turn at the leash. Nice. Shoulders a little bit more up. More like a proud Latina. Belleza Latina kind of thing. Nuestra belleza, yeah. Yeah, eso. Yeah. The pride. You see what I'm saying? You have to walk with pride.
When he told me, come on, you got this. You have to bring out that proud Latina. And immediately, it's like I knew what he was referring to.
Nice. Right there. See that feeling right there? Yeah, that's the feeling. Rocio's realizing that a small change in her own behavior can trigger big changes in Whiskey. But her biggest concern, and the reason Rocio's mom called me for help in the first place, is that her kids will be safe. So before I leave, I want her to see what's possible. I want her son Matthew to take Whiskey for a walk, something he's never done before. Matthew, you ready to walk him?
I guess.
What do you mean you guess? It's a must.
Whiskey, stop.
Nice. Cesar is helping the Chavez family to assert control over their overactive Vizsla puppy, Whiskey. After working with Rocio, it's time for her 9-year-old son Matthew to see if he can be safe around Whiskey.
Matthew, you ready to walk him?
I guess.
What do you mean you guess? It's a must. Here. Whiskey is 5 months old, so we have to stop this behavior now.
Whisk.
In a very short time, it could become very bad for the kids. That's why I want Matthew to learn how to walk Whiskey. If he can get control of him now, it will mean this family and this dog have a future together. Here. Head up. Nice. In the beginning, we're going to do it that way, okay? So you see how he's holding? He's a little tense. Can you see that arm right there? Yeah. Don't let him take you.
I want to walk him.
Oh.
Don't look at the dog. Just look forward. There we go. In control, Matthew. In control. Up, head up. There we go. Nice. Very good, Matthew. You're teaching him to follow you. That's going to help him to drain his energy.
Oh, I'm so proud of him. Matthew's never been able to walk Whiskey before, and here he is doing it. I'm so proud of him, and Whiskey too. He's behaving.
That one right there. That's right there. That is right there. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
Yes. You get A++, Matthew.
This is unbelievable.
See, this becomes his memory. What I did outside with my family was to walk with them. My job was to pay attention to them at all times, to follow them, to trust them, to be calm with them, to listen to them. That became his job.
If somebody told me, I would not believe it.
But the good thing is he's 5 months old. Yeah, you guys are still in prevention stage. Yeah. This is a good day. I'm really pleased at the progress that the whole family has made. I'm going to give them 2 homework assignments. First, to set and enforce boundaries around food. Second, to keep practicing the daily walks. I've given them the tools. Now, they just need to use them. Hey, man, Matthew, thank you so much for letting me help you, okay? Hey! Thank you, familia. Thank you so much. See you next time.
Bye.
2 weeks later, the Chavez family returns to the DPC to show Cesar the progress that they've made with whiskey.
So how is at home? Things are better?
Big time.
I think the exercising really helps. He
Right.
doesn't have all that energy build up.
Right.
Yeah, it's made the world of difference.
All right, let me see your homework. There you go.
I'm able to take them for bike rides with whiskey there.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. Oh, wow.
We had like ground turkey, we had all these bags of temptation.
A buffet. Wow, that's pretty awesome. There we go.
Exactly.
It's really good. Really good.
Cesar came at a perfect time for us. He helped us implement the perfect methods to help whiskey be part of the family. Whiskey's a completely different dog.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you, Cesar.
Thank you.
Amazing. I'm so grateful for his help because now I could combine my kids, my dog, my two loves in one.
Bye.
Say bye.
Bye. Come on, Minty. Wow, that was a challenge, isn't it? So what do you think? We did a good job? That was a good job we did, don't we?